back counting double-digit thousands. Facts.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Russ back again with some more Madden 17 Ultimate Team Budget Squad episode 6. So today we have 4 position upgrades, and before we actually get into those, I did want to say that we actually are 1 game away from the playoffs. I'm very excited, man. Hopefully we can win this game. One thing I wanted to say before we actually got into the upgrades is that if you guys see a comment down the comment section that you guys agree with, be sure to like it up, man. I know I've been seeing a lot of people recommend players, but they're separate comments and none of them have likes. Guys, be sure to scroll this comment section, see if somebody recommended your player. If they don't, then go ahead and comment. I just want to make sure that nobody's feeling really left out. If you see a player that you like, be sure to thumb it up. And one more thing, if I do say we have a team need, doesn't mean I'm going to upgrade it right away. I might give it a little bit of time to linger and let people go ahead and comment more players. But you guys are doing a great job of recommending players. Just again, of course, if you guys don't see an upgrade or a team need be upgraded the very next episode, just know it will be addressed at some point. Keep recommending players and don't worry about it. I look at every single comment. So now getting into the upgrades, you guys can see we have running back and right tackle vacant. We're going to go ahead and knock out the right tackle real quick. We did end up picking up 95 overall La'el Collins, and a couple people recommended him. I'm going to go ahead and throw that up right now. So La'el Collins is obviously an obvious pickup because, of course, the solo challenge is very easy to get him. Player spotlight, 95 overall, secure protector with edge protector. I mean, just a great card and very easy for the budget squad. I meant to say very easy decision for the budget squad. I suck at speaking. But anyway, now at halfback, you guys actually did, not many people recommended halfbacks. I've kind of been waiting to upgrade that position, but I ended up finding a Le'Veon Bell on the auction block for about 1,200 coins. It's about 8K cheaper than what he normally goes for. So I went ahead and just bought him, and I said, fuck it, let's go ahead and throw him in for a game and see if you guys agree with Le'Veon Bell being a running back or if you guys want to recommend some other ones. So now on defense, we do have 2 upgrades, which are both at the cornerback position. I really feel like we need to focus on that position because we've been getting burned real badly. But our first pickup is going to be 91 overall Jalen Ramsey. We upgraded from the 80 to the 91. There was a couple people that recommended this card. Going to go ahead and show that right now. And at cornerback number 2, we did end up picking up Jalen Collins, who was recommended by a couple of people as well. I really feel like these 2 upgrades will really solidify our secondary with Jalen Ramsey and Jalen Collins both having really good speed and really good coverage stats. I really like these 2 upgrades. Good recommendations by everybody. And if your comment was not featured in this video, be sure to keep recommending players. Most likely you'll end up being in one video sooner or later. There is one more thing I want to address before we jump into this game. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then we're going to get into this game. Alright, so the one thing I wanted to address before we get into this game, you guys can see the record of the team, which is 6-3, and I know I haven't actually shown a loss in this series. Yeah, you guys see, I've talked about the first game, or the first week, that was actually, I was planning to do something else a while ago, and we ended up getting crushed because we had like an all-bronze team. But the losses in between, you guys see 21-20, those were actually 2 failed face cam videos that were supposed to be face cam that ended up glitching. I've told you guys that Elgato really just doesn't let me do face cam as far as making videos go. It just lags like crazy. But that 21-20 game was really good. Came down to a 2-point conversion. I did not get it. And then the next one I got completely destroyed. But I did record both of them. It was just unusable footage. So I just figured I'd let you guys know because, of course, there is one more win before we get into the playoffs. I didn't want to show the thing. And you guys were like, yo, you didn't show the 2 losses? Just want to give you guys a quick explanation. So don't think that, I'm not afraid of showing losses. Don't think that I'm just like skipping out on losses just because. But, just so you guys know, that's why. We need one more win to get into the playoffs. The budget squad are going to be in the playoffs, hopefully, in its first season. You guys saw how I explained how we got actually 3 losses. So this is a do-or-die game right here as we make a dumb read to start the game. That was terrible. But luckily it does bounce off. He actually ran back there, I think, with his D tackle. So it just bounced off his head because he was not going to get a pick animation. He did get a pick, but it ended up going out of bounds, of course. But one more game to the playoffs, guys. We got to make some plays in this one, man. Tom Brady, Braxton Miller making a play right there. Brandon Cooks, Randy Moss, Ryan Shazier, all these players, they need to make some plays, including our 2 new corners, including Jalen Ramsey and Jalen Collins. Is right here, 3rd and 9. Brady with the wheels. What a play by Brady, man. I ended up just kind of moving back in the pocket that I noticed this huge gap in between the left tackle and left guard, and I ended up just taking off, and sure enough, we got a first down with Tom Brady with the 60-something, whatever speed he has, and then 2nd and inches. We end up using Brady's speed again. We take a hit right there. Not really a hit, but we end up getting tackled. Luckily, we did not fumble them right here. We take a shot to Brandon Cooks, and what a catch by Brandon Cooks, man. First of all, I didn't think that was in the end zone when I first saw it, but I guess he caught it in the end zone and got dragged out. But that was a hell of a catch. And on defense, this dude came out running corner strikes, and he didn't stop. He literally ran corner strike every single play of this drive. So, of course, the first couple plays, I'm like, this dude's seriously running the same play. So I ended up just manning up the flat routes, playing purples, and we shut it down real quick as Brian Urlacher ends up making that catch, but breaks the tackle battle and ends up getting, taken down for less yards. And then 3rd and 11, he hits Brian Urlacher once again running corner strike. Didn't man him up that time. Didn't think I really needed to. But 4th and 3, he ends up throwing a pick to Ryan Shazier. Let's go, man. Ryan Shazier does come up with the interception, and we are back on offense. 1st and 10, Brady rolling out, and we see Eric Ebron, and that is a dot on point, man. Eric Ebron with the great catch in traffic, man. I'm loving that Eric Ebron. Honestly, 74 overall Eric Ebron is a budget beast. Him and 66 overall AC Leonard have been great for me. Of course, we got Levine Toilolo, who actually just ended up making a catch just a second ago. Right here, we try to throw it in the back of the end zone to Moss, but you can't get those Gucci animations all the time with Moss. I'm not able to come up with that one, but Le'Veon Bell does end up getting a couple yards right there. Not sure I'm liking Le'Veon Bell as we take another shot to Randy Moss. We end up having to take a field goal, but I will take the 2-score lead. But Le'Veon Bell's kind of slow, man, so I don't know if we're going to stick with him. Only 86 speed. I don't know if I like it, man. But 1st and 10, this dude ends up taking a shot deep, and Jalen Ramsey already know he's going to make a play. He got mossed by Tyreek Hill. I'm so done, man. I'm so done. Wow. I mean, wow, man. Jalen Ramsey got mossed by Tyreek Hill, and then we chuck it up to Moss, and it gets broken up, man. Wow. That was it. I mean, I think I went for the pick because I thought that I was going to get the pick animation is right here. That was a dot on point to Golden Tate. Unfortunately, obviously, we did not, and he ends up getting a crazy spec catch. I should have swatted. That was probably my fault, but still, Jalen Ramsey not looking good, man. Still getting mossed by Tyreek Hill, which is pretty crazy. But 1st and 10, I'm taking off Le'Veon Bell. The thing about Le'Veon Bell is, if he can't truck really with him or you don't have any opportunities to truck, he's probably not going to do much for you. He does have 93 carrying, which is kind of nice. But Le'Veon Bell, I just think he's too slow, man. It's right here. Levine Toilolo ends up making that catch, it says, at the 3, but both of his feet were clearly out of bounds, so it ends up being overturned. So 3rd and 11, we need to make a play. We end up finding Brandon Cooks, but it is broken up, and it does get batted down about the 5-yard line. So we do have to take another field goal to make it 13-7 with 1:21 left in the first half. So now it's this dude's turn with 1:17. Now he did take the kickoff back, and he only got out to the 17. He ends up chucking it up, and Paul Krause, the pit god, ends up coming up with the interception. And you guys already know what's coming next, as this dude actually decides to quit, kind of early to quit. I'm sorry for the short gameplay, but since this is the game leading into the playoffs, I wanted to keep the playoffs for its own separate video. So this was a pretty short game, but you know what? We did make some upgrades, and plus now you guys can, playoff upgrades. Go ahead and recommend some playoff upgrades. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and send it over to the post game. Let's do it, man. All right, so a pretty short game, but the budget squad has secured its place in the playoffs. So let's go ahead and name the player of the game. So obviously, since that game was so short, not a lot happened, but Paul Krause did come up with the huge game-winning interception to basically make the dude rage quit. So Paul Krause is the player of the game, the pick god. So now let's go ahead and show the play of the game, courtesy of Brandon Cooks.
Now he'll throw with Brady. That is caught, and he will score.
Obviously, that was the opening score for the budget squad, and I really feel like it set the tone, and Brandon Cooks making that crazy-ass catch pretty much set us up throughout the rest of the game. But anyway, that is going to wrap up this post-game. Did hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to look out for the next one, and as always, the Andrews Army, I'm out.